1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Municipal Courts. Good morning. Everybody got their sound up?
Can you hold up your piece of paper, the white, right in front of you? Right in front of you, your face.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good?
I think so.
Okay.
You're good.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming out to Municipal Courts this morning. We have some important news that we'd like to share with the community. You're going to be hearing from our presiding judge and director of Municipal Courts, the Honorable Barbara Hartle. Without any further ado, I present to you Judge Hartle.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Gwen. I have some folks over here that I would like to also introduce before I get into this announcement. Administrative Judge Elaine Marshall. Morning. Deputy Director Nellie Santos. Morning. Deputy Director and Clerk of Court Charlotte Booker. Good morning. And Assistant Director Lily Warden. So they're here showing me their support. The announcement that we have for the citizens of Houston today is that we are announcing a 2013 amnesty program beginning today, and it will be available on certain delinquent cases. And this is a short window of opportunity, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about what amnesty is. But from today through 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, February 9th, we are encouraging anyone who has delinquent court matters to take advantage of coming in. They will not be arrested if they have outstanding warrants. They can speak with court officials, they can speak with prosecutors and judges, and take care of delinquent matters at a discounted rate. I'm going to go through some of the specifics about the program. This will be on all delinquent, non-adjudicated cases prior to and including October 21st, 2012. Will fall under our amnesty guidelines. It is the intent of the court that folks come in and clear their cases up. This isn't about revenue, this is about you have outstanding cases, and we're giving you an opportunity to come in and clear them up at a discounted rate, and reminding everyone that while they have an outstanding warrant, they could be stopped at any time and taken to jail for those warrants. Only the defendant who's named in the citation or their attorney can participate in the amnesty period. Bonding companies, friends, relatives, and spouses cannot make the amnesty request on behalf of someone else. The amnesty guidelines do not apply to previously adjudicated cases where the defendant failed to pay the fine, or failed to take their defensive driving, or failed to complete their community service. And those cases are in capious propine status. This is really geared towards the citizen who got the speeding ticket or got the citation, put the citation in their glove box, and failed to come to court. Now, not only do they have the underlying charge, but they also have a failure to appear warrant and an additional criminal charge attached to that. The amnesty guidelines do not apply to a defendant that is in custody. The amnesty guidelines do not apply to anybody with an outstanding red camera citation. All minors under the age of 17 are considered juveniles and must appear in court with a parent or guardian or a managing conservator to handle their cases, including defendants charged with minor possession of alcohol or tobacco. Defendants 17 or older are considered to be adults, even if their citation was issued when they were a juvenile, and their cases may be addressed and resolved as an adult if the offense is traffic related. Any defendant who voluntarily appears in municipal court during amnesty will be permitted to pay all outstanding unadjudicated delinquent cases, and an assessment of the FTA fine and warrant fees will not be subject to arrest and incarceration. The discount is, you have one FTA, we can get that case dismissed as long as you are here to plead to and pay the underlying charge. If you have more than one failure to appear, the second failure to appear can be reduced to half price. So if you come in and resolve these FTAs now, you will be saving a significant amount of money. short window of opportunity. We're not going to do this amnesty forever. We don't do them very often. So please make note that this amnesty period runs from Tuesday, January 22nd, 2013, and ends Saturday, February 9th at 11:59 p.m. So citizens, if you have outstanding tickets, or if you think your son or daughter does, you can contact 311. You can go to the Municipal Court's website and check there to see if you have any outstanding delinquencies. Please take advantage of this time to come in and resolve unadjudicated failure to appears at a reduced rate. Thank you. That's the announcement. Yes, questions?
Why is this amnesty now?
We're trying to do a whole lot of things and accomplish. We're giving people an opportunity to clear cases. We have thousands and thousands of backlog cases where people never bother to show up. So sometimes we try to give people a little extra incentive to come in. The municipal court system is in the process of building a new case management system along with our IT department. And so this is also part of data cleansing. We want to clear out old cases and resolve old cases as we get ready to go forward and go into a new case management system.
Can you give us a little better idea? I know you say thousands and thousands of ballpark figure. How many of these are outstanding?
At one point we had over 300,000 outstanding unadjudicated cases. Those are people who just never bothered to respond to the date on their citation.
You've done this before. How many would you hope you can clear up?
I would love to clear up all of them. Percentage-wise, I think we usually get about 10% of the people to come in and resolve those cases.
For the past amnesties.
Yes, for the past amnesties. And it's been 2 years since we have had an amnesty at municipal courts.
When they call 311, they'll be able to tell them if they are eligible for this amnesty?
They will be able to tell them if they're eligible. They'll be able to tell them any of their outstanding cases. And what I urge citizens to do is that we have walk-in annex courts. You don't have to be on a docket. You can come in, and we start here at this G courthouse 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. at night. They close 1 hour for lunch. You have the option to speak with a judge. There will be prosecutors available also if you want to try to resolve or work out any plea deals on your cases. But I urge people, we try to make ourselves as accessible to the citizens. We also have annex courts at Derry Ashford. We have annex courts at McCowa. Those at Westside or Derry Ashford, they're open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. also. And at McCowa, they're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they're closed at lunch. So we try to make ourselves accessible for the citizens all over the city to have an option to come in and speak with a judge about any delinquent cases, and also to speak with the prosecutor to work out some kind of a plea bargain if that's what you're interested in doing.
If a person isn't sure if they are eligible for amnesty and they come in, can they also feel sure that they won't be arrested at that time?
It's the policy of this department and this presiding judge that if you have a citizen who's coming in trying to work out their cases, even if they have outstanding warrants, they will not be arrested here at municipal court. Sometimes they want to come and turn themselves in, and I have to tell them, why don't you give it one more try to pay? But we do not typically allow arrests to occur here at municipal court.
Do they have to pay everything in full? They get installments, or?
It's going to be the discretion of the judge that they talk to, depending on their financial situation, and if they ask for a deferred payment plan and they complete an application, it's very likely that the judge will grant them a deferred payment plan. They should come to court prepared to make a substantial down payment on their delinquency before they should ask for a payment plan. We're expecting that they're going to come to court wanting to resolve their outstanding balances.
When is the new case management system going to be on?
We don't have that date. We're still building it, and it's looking really good.
How will they find out how much they owe?
311 can tell them that over the telephone. They can give you a total, or they can probably look it up on our own website and be able to figure out how much they owe. And that's if they want to pay online. Also, you know, we can do check, money order, we work through Western Union. If they want to come to court though and speak with the judge or prosecutor in person, then they need to look at the locations and the times when the walk-in courts are open and come to court.
Excuse me, Your Honor, if I just follow up on the new case management, will it do away with amnesty programs, or will it clear up backlogs? I mean, how will that make your job easier?
Well, it's going to be a faster system. We'll probably always at different times of the year have an amnesty, or every 2 or 3 years, because human nature sometimes is that people forget they have outstanding citations, and amnesty might jog their memory that they need to come in and try to resolve anything outstanding.
Can you impart the importance of taking care of this matter? I mean, some people, like you said, will just throw them in their glove compartment and not even think that they're going to get caught.
And what they don't realize is that they could go to jail. People are taken to jail every single day on outstanding traffic warrants because they failed to come to court. I find it kind of hard to believe, because I do believe of all the court systems I'm aware of, we are one of the most accessible court systems. And we're a large court system, but we have lots of annexes, lots of places around the city where people can come in and talk to a judge. And you don't get that in every city. You have to be on a docket in order to be able to appear in front of a judge. We allow citizens to come in. There may be increased waiting times, but I encourage them to wait. Financially and for their own well-being of staying out of jail, it would be to their benefit to be patient and wait to see a judge.
You mentioned that the court system is going through transformations and adjustments. Can you talk about a little bit about that? Is there any word would you like to comment? What kind of changes or management changes? You mentioned that is the reason why this amnesty is going forward.
Well, it's part of a data cleansing process. Is we are building a case management system, and we want to resolve as many of the old cases that are currently in our current case management system before we convert over to a new case management system. That's one of the reasons why we're offering the amnesty. The most important reason is we want to give citizens an opportunity to take care of delinquent citations. And sometimes it's an incentive to get them to come in and resolve it if we offer them a discount in the amount that they owe.
How many cases we're talking about here?
That apply for amnesty, we said we had over 300,000 delinquent cases. Not all of those might fall into those criteria that I have outlined for you, but anybody with a delinquency, even those folks that have a capious profile, which means they've been found guilty and a fine's been assessed and then they didn't pay or they didn't complete their community service, they're not eligible for amnesty, but they are eligible to come in and speak with a judge about making arrangements. Bringing some money in and then asking for an extension to pay, or completing an application and letting us know of their inability to pay, then we can offer them community service. And many citizens don't realize that they have options, and unfortunately, out of fear, they just don't come in.
Okay, if there are no other questions, we're going to allow our Spanish media to